Hey everybody, it's me, it's Thor. Welcome back. Returning viewers, welcome everyone who's new. Been a lot of new subscribers lately, so thanks to all of you for coming to check out what's going on here. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate all the comments and the questions in the comments. One question I want to address, which has been asked now a couple of times, and I've answered in the comments, but very often you'll see me pick up a pick. I put it in my mouth really quickly. And you may think, hey man, that's fucking gross. You're not wrong. But there's a reason for it. And it's really just, I have really, really dry skin. And because my skin is so dry, it's sometimes it's hard to grip the pick. Not always, but especially in the wintertime, it's tough. So a little moisture on the pick goes a long way to help me keep doing what I'm doing. And yeah, that's that. It's not a cool or mysterious explanation. It's just literally I need to grip the pick. Real quick, I want to tell you about a show that I'm playing because I'm terrible at self-promotion, and I know it's ironic. I'm here on the internet talking to you. That's self-promotion right there. But still, I need to get on it because, well, I want people to be there. It'd be great to have a bit of a community there. So I'm playing on October 20th at the Green Note, which is in London. It's in Camden, which is North London. But the Green Note, if you haven't been there, it's a really great venue. It feels like home. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that because I've played there a lot. I just mean that like it's a very welcoming and warm place. They've got a larger room upstairs, which I will not be playing in. I'm playing in the small basement room. And it's just an inviting place. It's a nice place to go listen to music. But it's just going to be myself and a guitar. I'll be singing songs and doing all sorts of playing. So it'd be great if you can come and join. That's October 20th at the Green Note. I want to talk today about. I'm gonna do a little attempt at a little lesson here. A couple of people have asked about this thing that I've done in some videos, and so I thought I'd break it down, which is, it doesn't have a name, but I'm going to, for the sake of ease right here, call it cascading, cascade picking. And it's this sort of fiery sounding thing that I do sometimes. Usually with more success than that. But it's a cool trick, and it's a nice way to voice lead when you get the technique on this side under your fingers, you know, because you can, like even right there, I can go from A minor up to D minor. You know, and that's just doing the same motion with my right hand. And you could do it on every string set, but it's, I like the way it sounds, and frankly, it's a little easier to grab on the top strings. And it's simpler than it looks. It's just a matter of, frankly, doing it a million times with the metronome because it's all about it being clean and precise. You can always tell when it's kind of phoned in. This is a technique that's used a lot in gypsy jazz and Django stuff, and so it's super simple. What we're gonna do is, for the sake of just right now, we're just gonna play 3 notes. All right, and we're just going to bar across the top 3 strings. First, second, and third string on the 5th fret, because I like the sound of A minor. And it's going to start with an upstroke, okay? And it's all going to be one motion. It's just going to be this thing. And so we're going to start with an upstroke on the high E string, and then a downstroke on the 3rd string, downstroke on the 2nd string, downstroke on the 1st string. So it's just that. It's a group of 4. It's 16th notes. And then when you repeat it is when it gets cool. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you get faster, It's hip, right? So now let's add some melody to it, okay? So we got, and that's where we're gonna change notes, is that when it repeats 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And my left hand looks like this. I understand that me doing it with just my pinky is a little weird, but frankly, I tend to do that. There's no rules here, everybody. You don't have to rigidly put one finger per fret, ever. Do what you want to do. Will it sometimes make it easier to put one finger per fret? Totally. But you just got to do what feels comfortable, okay? So one more time. Watch my motion with my right hand, right? So it's really just a single motion. And if you look from this angle, you can see it a little bit more, a little closer. You're just letting the pick play through the string above it. It's funny, micro movements when we play, you know, it's only when you really get into the thick of the practicing that you realize how much those micro movements kind of matter. They don't, you know, and again, it's to harken back to my video yesterday, you don't have to analyze everything, but you can observe everything. There's a difference. So give that a try. I'm in the process of putting some tabs together for a couple of things, because I've had some other people also ask about my an easy way in, an easier way in, or we'll say a soft way in to some of this melodic chord stuff that I do. And you know, it's a tough nut to crack. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not easy. It's hard, but it's not as hard as you think, right? It's just a matter of you know, getting ideas under your fingers and having an understanding of where all these chords meet and how they can meet. But that's an exercise that I've written out a progression using that. And I tend to make exercises on the more difficult side because I'd rather you learn a hard thing, or not you specifically, you know what I mean. I'd rather someone learn the difficult version of something that's not impossible, but just difficult, because then you can take out of it what's important to you. You know what I mean, if that makes sense? If we spend our time learning like really easy passages about concepts we want to do, then it might not necessarily push us. You know, it's sometimes it's more difficult to expand on something than it is to take the useful things and the things we find beautiful out of something larger. So yeah, so I've written out an exercise using that. I'm figuring out a way to make it available PDF, in a PDF form for my website. I'm still kind of a Luddite, and I'm getting there, everyone. But yeah, if you have any questions about it, let me know. Yeah, have a great day. No eggs today. I'm out of eggs. A lot of people also asked about eggs. I like eggs. I like food. Food is fucking cool, man. You know, you take this one thing, you heat it up, and it tastes like something else. How amazing is that? You know, there's wonder everywhere in the world, and there's wonder around every corner. So let's acknowledge the wonderful. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you again real soon. Bye-bye.